Welcome to Super Mario 3 Exploits Part 2. So last time we saw how to get tons of 1-ups / free guys / life insurance / whatever you want to call it, along with a multitude of treasures and warp whistles. What's next? Well, there are a few more secret treasures I want to show. In each of the first 7 worlds, by collecting a certain number of coins on a certain level, you can make a white mushroom house appear. It's not easy to do, and it gets progressively harder. The treasures are okay. You can get all these treasures in other ways. In the end, there isn't much point in this, ... Upon completing each stage after having collected the minimum number of coins, a white mushroom house will appear with either a P-wing, which appears on the odd-numbered worlds, or an anchor, which appears on even worlds. The first is World 1-4, and the minimum is 44 coins. FYI, it appears that most of these worlds give you a leeway of about 1 to 3 coins as far as I can tell. Now, in addition to collecting each visible coin, there are 2 blocks containing multiple coins. Since the stage scrolls and the platforms are tricky with some in motion, it will be challenging to get each coin possible out of the blocks, then move on safely, but that's just what you have to do. I suggest also watching your coin count because it can be easy to lose track. After collecting 44 coins or more and completing the stage, a white mushroom house with a P-wing will appear. In World 2-2, the minimum coin requirement is 30. From here on out, you will have to flip a P block and collect every resulting coin possible. In 2-2, it is beneficial to go for the P-block coins first, and take a flying leap to get that last 4 before the exit. Now, turn around and go back to the beginning of the water. It's easier this way, trust me. If you lost your power-ups, there is another leaf a little further to the left. Otherwise, jump on the platform and ride it back to the right, collecting the coins which would have been blocks after flipping the switch. As long as you have 30 coins, when you finish the stage, a white mushroom house with an anchor will appear. In World 3-8, the minimum is 44. I consider this one to be a little easier than 2-2 personally, but Big Bertha is still a huge nuisance. You have 1 block with multiple coins. Again, with each of these you have to get the maximum number to succeed. Collect all the coins you see, and you will eventually arrive at this corridor. You will want to wait for the platforms to float up. Jump down before the cycle hits its apex to maximize your time. Grab the remaining coins and then flip the P-block. If you missed any of the coins, just be very careful not to break any of the resulting bricks. In fact, you always have to be careful about breaking bricks after 1-2 because doing so will deprive you of a coin. Now finish the level and collect your P-wing. In World 4-2, the minimum from what I saw is said to be 22, but I think it may be 23. I might try to get to the bottom of that in a later video, or maybe I'm just hallucinating. Anyway, make your way safely to the right and wait on this pillar of blocks to begin the upswing. When it's approaching its apex, jump down and flip the P-block. Now you have to do a series of very tricky jumps, but you must collect all 18 resulting coins. The P-block will flip back, and you will now have to collect the rest of the coins. Finish the level and collect your anchor. In level 5-5, the minimum coin requirement is 28. The good news is, this world has a ton of power-ups. Make your way safely to the right and collect all the coins you see. Be real careful on these donut lifts. You have to drop with them and pick up the coins, then jump back up in time to get on the next lift. You can actually collect these before your entry into the first pipe, which might help you with bypassing the fire chomp. Where there are blocks covering 2 pipes, the second one has a collection of coins and a tanuki suit. It's best to collect the coins to the right of the section first, though. When you get back out of the pipe, you'll have 1 fire chomp and a patooey to deal with, so be careful. At any rate, once you've got all these, you're ready to finish the level and collect your P-Wing. In World 6-7, the minimum coin requirement is 78, and you will need to end the level as Fire Mario because there will be some coins frozen in ice at the end. There isn't much to say about this level, you just gotta be on your game. There are several donut platforms that require you to fall to collect some groups of coins and then jump back up. Also, the level is scrolling. Thankfully, the enemies are reasonably under control. When you get through this level, you will go into a pipe, and here is where you'll need to be Fire Mario because you need all these coins. Finish the level and collect your anchor. In World 7-2, you must start as Frog Mario to get the white mushroom house to appear. Head to the right, like usual, and pick up one of these blocks to hit the right question block with. Now jump down the pipe. Head over to the left and pick up all the coins at the end of the corridor. Then flip the P block and swim back to the right. There are 2 batches of coins you need to grab, here and a little further to the right, here. This is why it's impossible if you're not Frog Mario, and no Frog Mario power-ups exist anywhere in the level. Now, just work your way through the rest of the level, taking care not to get smacked by the patooies and other enemies. Finish the level and collect your P-Wing. Okay, now, there is a way to transform the Hammer Brothers into a ship full of coins. In World 1, 3, 5, and 6. In order to do this, your total number of coins must be a multiple of 11, and the tens digit in your score must match the 11 multiplier representing your coin total. In other words, if you have 88 coins, your tens digit needs to be an 8. Once you've got these conditions met, you only have to finish the level without collecting any more coins or breaking any more blocks, which can be easier said than done. Remember that each second on the clock gives you 50 points, which means that you will want to grab the card with an even number of seconds. This can all be trickier than picking up coins and getting the white mushroom house to appear. But once completed, you can grab a lot of coins and a 1-up. Effectively, you'll get 2 1-ups out of it. You'll have to fight a pair of Boomerang Brothers at the end, and if you should happen to perish, you will not get a second chance. Also, if you repeat the procedure to make the ship appear, the ship will disappear. Last but not least, you can deny Bowser of his fireballs for the final fight as long as you can manage your way through the brutal and vicious levels in World 8 and hold on to at least one P-Wing. Man, this world will really test your skills. It's the last level of the game and it sure is hard. Enter the final castle with the P-Wing and do not lose it. Navigate through the castle to the large chamber with all the donut platforms. Fly over to the right and go into the second chamber up, heading towards the bottom Bowser. Watch the thwomp, he's a jerkface. Work your way through the approach to the bottom Bowser, but when we get to his lair, let's surprise him by flying up, up, and all the way over to the left. When you get to this chamber, stand by the door but be careful not to trigger the other Bowser to appear. Then fly back up and to the right. Drop down into Bowser's lair. Now, when you fight Bowser, he'll have no fireballs. You're in the right place if the floor is above the bottom of the screen. After beating Bowser, if you start another game, you'll have an inventory full of P-Wings, 28 to be exact. So, moving on to Super Mario All-Stars. I'm not going to document every single block in Super Mario Bros. All-Stars, but I am going to try to unlock everything more or less. As it turns out, it appears to be pretty much exactly the same, even including the Bowser Fireball bug. And since the Bowser Fireball bug, I'm pretty sure was not the intent of the designers, either they didn't bother to fix it, or Super Mario Bros. All-Stars is an exact emulation of Super Mario 3 just with graphical updates. However, I did notice one difference. I did not get 28 P-Wings after defeating Bowser. Okay, that's it for episode 2. See you next time for the rest of the Super Mario All-Stars cheats, as well as how all this works on the Wii.